Hello folks, welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Today we will go directly to the market on-chain data because, to be honest, nothing has changed. A lot of stuff we could talk about, but nothing that it really has a bigger impact to the market. We could talk about inflation. I mean, that's a never-ending story because those who are saying, yeah, pivot, forget pivot. Forget fucking pivot. Forget it. Just forget it. It's not going to happen. I've said that I don't know how many times. I'm not going to repeat myself. Another topic. Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden is, of course, something absolutely new. The Bidens, good guys. Every single Biden is a good guy, but Hunter and Joe, wow, they are so close to be angels. Yeah, they are really, well, but who cares? I mean, that's his old life. Now he is an artist. That's what Hunter is today. He is an artist, a very solid job. Once, and that's years ago, a guy I know who is working in the art industry, he said once to me, you know, to make money as an artist today, it's not, you don't need to be a Picasso, you don't need to be Van Gogh. If you have a well-working network of wealthy people, that's enough, because it's partly about tax evasion. What? Yes, guys, yes. Like many also said about the NFT market, you remember? Well, and now Hunter just changed his career. Now he is an artist and just selling. I don't know what he is doing. I never have seen a paint, but who cares? I would never spend $1 for that. But yeah. But anyway, we are not going to talk about the Bidens. We are not going to talk about inflation because never-ending story. Debt selling, never-ending story. That's, yeah, we don't, to be honest, nothing new. I mean, even on geopolitical, nothing that could have a bigger impact to the market right now. Too quiet, in my opinion, just too quiet. And usually when it's too quiet, it's like that tsunami. That tsunami that's just, you know, collecting volume. And that's how it feels like a little bit. So we need to see. But yeah, that's, you know, we really need to see. However, we are going straight to talk about the market. The market, the really dump market. I would call it dump market because it's still doing what I a little bit expected, push up and now maintaining below the trend line, retesting it, failing and going down. My 18 hours time frame indicating tomorrow is going to be, or at least after 4 hours 35 minutes, the volume should rise once again. Today was a very quiet day, also expecting by me, and I think I have mentioned that yesterday as well. Yeah, that's almost it. So we are going straight to the weights ratio. I'm not going to place this chapter now as initial comment because it's just too short. So we are going to talk about the weights ratio, 30 days moving average, and the 1 day time frame. If you are noticing, hey, something changed here, yeah, you are right. It seems crypto quant is always crashing my charts. I don't know how it's possible to always change the weights ratio, because that's also then indicating me that the data was wrong just before. But anyway, it is what it is. However, you can see that the weights ratio now it's not above of 50. It was at 55, 56 or something. Now it's not, it's just below 51. Anyway, also indicating it's declining a little bit. The weights ratio just in May was relatively high. The average was really very high, and now just, well, I would say declining a little bit, cooling down. We will see what's going to happen then tomorrow. It could be very interesting then. But the weights ratio yesterday at least declined to 46. So I'm not sure how if it's going to lift up or not. That's why we are going to check the 1 hour time frame here. And also the last, to be honest, I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm really not sure what I have said just the day before. So it's not because I'm too old, it's just because I have so many stuff in my mind that I just really forget that. I'm not sure if I have said yesterday, hey, we will see something like 27.2 and then go down. However, that's what happened. First of all, they sent more stable coins, they pushed up, and afterwards, as you can see, just close before we reached the top, they just cashed out, and all these stablecoins went out of centralized exchanges. If we take a look to the weights ratio 30 hours moving average, from here it pushed up, it's now declining once again to 90% several times, 1, 2, and you can see it started almost here, the 90%, then here, and every time afterwards we went down. Down, 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 down. Are we done? Not sure. I guess we will go a little bit more down. 27.2 was one of my favorite levels. Anyway, we will see if that continues. The weights ratio maintains relatively tough between 80 and 100%, while the weights ratio 30 hours moving average from 90 now declining and hitting 86%. So it's cooling down. As mentioned today, it was a little bit expected by the 18 hours time frame. No one did a comment because of that, but as I know, I'm the only one that mentioned that. Even in the crypto space, I was checking if someone is using the 80 hours time frame and noticed these little cycles, but no one. Just really no one. I noticed that, wow, a month ago, because I was even talking about on crypto about that. But yeah, however, maybe you don't see that as really useful information. In my opinion, it's really useful if I know if tomorrow is going to be a very dynamic day with big volume or not, because that also helps you when it comes to timing. Timing is one of the main factors of the market that's sometimes really a big secret. However, today it looks a little bit more green, indicating we are receiving more bitcoins. I have also tweeted today about that because miners received a huge amount of bitcoins, and part of them directly went out from their reserves, indicating they sent them out, but not clear if to centralized exchanges or OTC or whatever. Maybe it's a deal with an institutional or something, also possible. So we need to see. Let us go forward. So if we take a look here, we see, for example, that at least today was really green, indicating they sent more stablecoins to centralized exchanges, indicating we should go up afterwards, but it wasn't that big. I don't know what candle that is, to be honest, because that's the aggregated all exchanges BTC USD. If that was Coinbase or Kraken or whatever. Anyway, absolutely not big. The biggest inflow we received here in 1 hour was 800. Yeah, and that's it. So absolutely nothing big. And well, the outflows declined a little bit, but you know, that's nothing to worry about. If we check the stablecoins related to centralized exchanges, spot mainly, we can see they cashed out more than we received, also indicating, oh, well, no, stop. At least here. No, sorry, it's more green than red, indicating we received more stablecoins to centralized exchanges. Anyway, that's an information, a very sensitive one, because you know, sometimes they are sending stablecoins just to buy the dip, not indicating they will push up. Instead, we will go down more, and sometimes just to push up. So we need to see. Let us go forward. So funding rate yesterday, yesterday pushed up, went down and is lifting up again, indicating they are demanding more longs at the moment. Open interest once again pushed up, declined hard, pushed up hard. It's declining right now, and the leverage ratio looks similar because it's exactly doing the opposite. No, at the moment it's, while the open interest is declining, the leverage ratio is lifting up. So at the moment doing the opposite. If we take a look to the stablecoins to centralized exchanges, derivative exchanges, we can see it looks more red today than green, indicating they are taking profit. Now, related to Bitcoins, it's almost more green than red once again, indicating they are sending more Bitcoins to centralized exchanges, to derivative ones. But yeah, I mean, we are still talking about, for example, the biggest today was almost 2,800 Bitcoin. So yeah, makes sense. Anyway, if we check what happened yesterday, we see that the funding rate, the trend maintains positive, indicating that they are demanding more longs. The open interest declined a lot, and the leverage ratio declining. Not a lot. It's like a correction or something, but it's declining as well. I guess because it's also here indicating they started, as mentioned just yesterday, that I was expecting to see at least another leg to the downside, because many were expecting a push up, and that usually the market does the opposite. At the moment, indicating that yesterday they liquidated almost 700 Bitcoins in longs and only 180 Bitcoins in shorts. Now, if we take a look to blockchain whispers, we see we have 71 to 29% in favor of long. Something that makes me even more bearish than I was before, because it's indicating that they are just concentrating on longs. Explains a little bit why the funding rate flipped again to positive, where it's showing that they are demanding more longs. But Bitfinex, once again, doing the opposite of Binance, they declined. You remember we had yesterday more than 2.5 billion on longs. Now we have less, and we received a little bit more shorts. So I would be once again very careful here. Come on. Yeah. Different colors. I don't know what they changed once again on the Kingfisher. Anyway, also here indicating we have a lot of high leverage shorts, at least indicating between 27 and 28, while less on the long side. To liquidate bigger long liquidation clusters, we need to go down to 25 and lower. But also here something flipped, because we had the biggest liquidation cluster on the long side. Now it's on the short side. So also here I would be careful, to be honest. What they are doing doesn't look that bullish at the moment. Short term possible to go up once again, but it would break up the trend line once again, so sharp price move to the upside in 5 hours or up to 5 hours possible, because a new 18-hour cycle is going to start, and this one a high volume one, so indicating that we can go up to $28,000 before we can go lower, if they really just want to liquidate them, just in case of. So we can see here that BTC USDT on Binance in distribution mode, aggregated in distribution mode, BTC BUSD in distribution mode, BTC USD in distribution mode, shorts and shorts. Now some people are saying, yeah, they are swapping, they are converting their bitcoins now to Ethereum, blah 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 blah. Check my tweets from 2021. Check just my tweets. Just you can look for that. I have mentioned that so many times, because for institutionals doesn't make sense to make bigger deals with Bitcoin. A coin where, in my personal opinion, it's not compatible to a regulation. It's anonymous, it's absolutely decentralized, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so however, I'm not going to repeat or trying to convince you. Just research, check on Twitter at Inspocrypto, Ethereum, Bitcoin. You will find from 2021, you can check that, where I have mentioned many times that Ethereum, or at least it was mainly Ethereum, because I know that many institutionals were just more bullish on Ethereum than on Bitcoin. Bank of England is one of them, but also the European Bank for Investment is another one of them. They are using even the Ethereum blockchain for a crypto project. They launched, or they initiated this project 2021, if I'm not wrong, or 2022, last year. But however, they don't like Bitcoin, but I don't know why they like Ethereum. You don't need to now to send me any messages to convince me Ethereum is much better than Bitcoin. To be honest, I don't really care. For me, both are assets, but yeah, I see that's much more realistic, that Ethereum will once have a bigger market cap than Bitcoin. So yeah. So if we go forward, as mentioned, BTC BUSD aggregated, everything looks like distribution. I mean, after the big push they did just in the recent months since January this year, they need to distribute. I mean, it takes time just to distribute all of that. Bitfinex did once again the same, just pushing, now distributing. So nothing new here, explains why they are maybe looking more bearish. If we check here, for example, we also see that BTC USD on Bybit right now a little, wow, now the red wave is coming, but anyway, it was lifting up and following a little bit the price. We can see on Coinbase doesn't look that great here as well, at least here a green wave. We see on Bitstamp very volatile, but the trend also looks more maintaining, similar to Kraken, to be honest. And then we have Gemini. Thanks God we have Gemini, the big hero of this market with low volume, so it doesn't make anything. If we take a look now, sentiment, let us take a look. For example, we start with stablecoins now. We can see that, well, today also once again 18-hour cycles. It's just crazy, but it works. It really works. I mean, it fucking works. every single time. So yeah, it's right. You can see Wales just said, no, not this time. I'm not going to send any big amount of stablecoins. Exchange inflows in stablecoins, I don't know why, but since May 13th, where we had the last biggest transaction, no, 29th, it's flat. Even on outflows, like, I don't know, but it looks really strange. It looks really strange. I don't know why. And the supply on exchanges is reducing, is declining. Not that much anymore, but it's still declining. Also indicating less stablecoin liquidity there. And yeah, that's the problem we have. I have mentioned also here. Big block, green, of course. Binance, afterwards, down. The same here, down. Here, down. Here, down. I mean, correction. High leverage, I guess. Also, just to liquidate them, it doesn't look bullish. It don't look bullish. Don't be scared if you see that they are just going to let the price going down to 25 or even 24. We need to see, but it could be possible, and that's something we should have in mind. Yeah. So let us go forward. Let us check what these guys are doing. Entities. Retail, yeah, lifting up more. This guy is lifting up more. This guy is declining. This guy is declining. Market maker lifting up more. This guy is declining. When this guy is declining, this guy is lifting up more. Usually this guy is reducing balances, shifting back to market maker entities. This guy is not doing anything. Now if we check the count of wallets per entity, retail on fire. Yeah, of course. At least I just want to have a 0.0000001 Satoshi in my wallet, so I can say I'm a Bitcoin maxi. Anyway, if we go forward, also this guy's lifting up, this guy's declining, this guy's declining, these guys declined a lot, now lifting up a little bit because these guys declined. And this guy's not doing anything. So yeah, if we go forward, and now let us check what the market maker is doing, if they are sending more bitcoins to centralized exchanges, because they are very active. They sent today 2,000 bitcoins. They sent yesterday another 2,000 bitcoins, and they said just the day before almost 3,500 bitcoins. It's big, but pure distribution. The market is not nuking. They are maintaining a holding price very well. But, and that is one thing I have tweeted today, is yesterday we had 12,300 bitcoins outflows from miners reserves, and today 5,100. Now it's even 5,100. So indicating 17,000. The thing is, since May 28th, it seems, or 29th, I'm not sure. If we check that here, we can see, is that price volume? Okay, that's 824, 824, 845. Yeah, so almost 20,000 bitcoins more on miners reserves, but you need to exclude, of course, this because they are gone already. So usually it would be much more, but they send automatically or immediately out to centralized exchanges, OTC or whatever. So I would be careful because it looks like they feel very comfortable at that price to distribute. If we check the weights ratio, we see that once again, I guess, yeah, Bitfinex weights ratio yesterday lifted up, indicating they are preparing once again something. Same on Binance, and that's it. Oh, and yeah, so funds reducing their Bitcoin holdings, future or spot volume versus future volume now stabilizing, and that's it. And it seems on spot we received a bunch of Bitcoins. Let me check. No, that's not possible. That's not possible. Is that possible? Are we talking that they received 40,000 Bitcoins? The Bitcoin reserves of centralized exchanges was 737,000 Bitcoins. And now it's 779,000 Bitcoins. Jesus Maria. Okay, now I'm a little bit scared. Now I'm really a little bit scared. Holy shit. They sent them today. 40,000 Bitcoins to spot exchanges? Okay, that's crazy. Okay, I have checked once again, and it seems that was a data error. So everything is fine. We didn't receive 40,000 Bitcoins on spot exchanges. I don't know what that was. It was, yeah, just wrong data, it seems. But now I have refreshed the chart, and now it looks normal again. So on Coinbase, you can see on Coinbase a bigger concentration of liquidity here, also just shifting a little bit more to the downside, but however, and at the moment holding the price at that level. Not sure if that will maintain. However, we also have here, for example, just below of 29k, still the bigger sell order there, but as you can see at 20k they are just bringing more liquidity there, and even at 18, so something is in the air. I don't know why Coinbase, Wales, or whoever is expecting something. On Bitstamp everything looks unchanged, absolutely unchanged, like yesterday. 25 still there, and 28.7. Now BTC USDT on Binance, we see there also concentration right now at 26, between 25.5 and 26, now waiting, but you know, also here 24.3, bringing some liquidity, and even lower at 20k, for example. Something bigger is in the air. Usually when that happens we should go up first and then hard down. We will see if that's going to happen. It wouldn't surprise me to see that, but you know, we need to see, because that really looks crazy at the moment. BTC BUSD on Binance unchanged, nothing happened here since yesterday. No Bitfinex BTC USD also looks very unchanged, absolute nothing happened here. They reinforced 27.8, so maybe a little bit more up before down. OKEX not indicating anything. Kraken at the moment just even removed some liquidity at 25.5 and shifted, it seems, a little bit higher to 26, but also here nothing to see. And the next 28.5 will be the next level where we will find some sell orders. Yeah, nothing on BitMEX. Now derivatives, starting with BTC USD on Bybit. Also here nothing to see. Now BTC USDT derivative on Bybit, also nothing to see. Binance BTC USDT, they longed here, they longed here, and maybe they are going to long hitting 26 before we will go up. Something we need to see at the moment, not clear. They removed some long orders here. They placed from 24 to 24.2. Also interesting operation. Now BTC BUSD, waiting at 27.5, but that's almost it. If we take a look to Bitfinex derivatives, has some longs waiting at 26.4, but yeah, I'm not sure. That doesn't look like a wall, to be honest, so that's almost it. Kraken futures, nothing. OKEX futures still waiting at 25.5, also nothing. And Deribit, they triggered the long order here at, what was that, Jesus, 26.7, removed the short orders at 29, and even removed also liquidity at 25.3. So that's it, legends.